Hello and welcome to the show. This week's episode starts on Forza Horizon 2 as a Bugatti EB110 gives a Lotus Cortina a bit of a push down the runway, and then physics doesn't quite know what to do with them at the end of it. We're just going to make stacking cars now. It's not quite the crash that you expect at the end of that sort of a speed run. Lone variant on Horizon 2, driving a Lotus Carlton against all of the red cars. For whatever reason, it's just all of the red cars in this particular race. As he turns the next corner, though, one of the Alpha AI cars is stuck in the middle of the road, but it's no match for the mighty Carlton. It just gave up being an obstacle. It's very helpful when AI does that. Not very often, though. Aero Vet on Horizon 2 spots a cheeky shortcut that he can take, but he doesn't realise is the tractor and trailer that is ready to catch any stray dodges that pass through its path, and it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. Normally if you get your car sort of wedged on something, it'll reset, but it's sort of so close to being free that the game doesn't reset it, and the charger is going nowhere. Speaking of chargers, Nut.Job Gaming on the Fast and Furious Horizon, driving around the sort of docks, finds a mysterious bump that the charger isn't too kind on, and that's on its roof and in there. Not seen that bump around there before. Gish 571 on Forza Horizon 2, doing one of the cross-country races. We know how dangerous these can be, and as he sort of crosses over the road, the Honda just gives up being on four wheels, goes for a couple of rolls, lands back the right way up, and carries on. KOA Killer Eagle, again, Horizon 2 with the bouncy stadium trucks. Seen one of these before that kind of climbed its way up a container. This one, again, messing around in a similar area with it bouncing its way around. Spots a driver tar, can't do anything about it as his truck wheelies, and we get another spectacular flip. Not necessarily seen cars flip off the front of a driver tar vehicle before, but yeah, that's quite impressive. The Witty 37 with a tractor on Farming Simulator. The tractors are determined not to be left out of this stunt-filled episode. As he goes to collect whatever sort of tool that is, the tractor decides it's going to do a front flip. I don't know why that particular action decided that the tractor should do a front flip, but there we go. Matthew 1712 on Project Cars with the Caterhams racing at Snetterton, goes to turn in at this corner, and the Caterham decides it doesn't want to be on its wheels. I have no idea what caused that one. That's just a strange thing for the car to be doing. Rubber Trail on Project Cars with the Lotus 98T at the Nürburgring, a fearsome place to try and drive this car. Carries a little bit too much speed up here, and that's definitely not what you want to be doing. Yeah, never seen cars do that on Project Cars before, but too much speed in a car like this over that little crest, and we get a very, very big wheelie. Doesn't quite go up in the air, but that's a nasty crash. That's the kind of crashes that you do sadly see at Nürburgring from time to time. Crazy Racer 98 with Formula 1 cars loading in wonky. It's not supposed to be like that, and the leader should be nervous with cars sort of positioned like that on the grid. The cars just stay there as well. I don't know why the Formula 1 cars were spawned on their side, but there we go. Again, never seen that one before. Fabulous Chicken with the Le Mans cars at Hockenheim. Well, the Audi decides it doesn't want to be on its wheels either. Just cars have decided they don't like being on all four wheels. It's just stuck. Like I've seen cars occasionally get a little bit confused if you go over curbs and bumps and stuff. This one was driving perfectly fine, and now we're twitching away with pretty much all of the broken bits that can be fallen off, and we've lost a wheel, and it's still jiggling around on the grass. It's not a day for cars staying on all four wheels. As we go next to the crew with a rare Gliscor 1 taking the, I think it's a circuit spec Camaro here, down onto one of the tracks. He hits a curb and the Camaro's not on its wheels anymore as it gets catapulted across the track. Yeah, I mean, I've rolled many a car off curbs before. Not quite seen it in that sort of vicious manner. That's a nasty curb down there. Sonic Hedgehog 76 on Need for Speed Rivals is trying to take down this Ferrari and to very nearly punts it off what I assume is the edge of a cliff there. It looks like the edge of a cliff. Anyway, yeah, the Ferrari spins itself around, gets away. The Koenigsegg is now giving chase. Unfortunately for the Ferrari, he didn't carry enough speed over the jump. And he kind of plummets down the little ravine, and then the game gets very confused and is constantly spawning the Ferrari. The Koenigsegg sort of just goes to have a look, but the Ferrari is constantly spawning and then promptly dying. Can jump the gap okay. Apparently the Ferrari can't, and it is well and truly stuck there. It's just constant spawn there and full, and there's only the guy that the driver can do here. If you can try and perhaps find the right sort of points to drive your car off and do the final bit of damage, I guess, to wreck the vehicle, but it's not. The terrain here is not exactly suited to driving a Koenigsegg across, and you're not really supposed to be driving around this bit. It's supposed to be a jump, but yeah, that's kind of a little bit difficult to really take out a car there when it's stuck, sort of constantly spawning and then falling. Yeah, that's not really an ideal situation. G6 drop on GTA 5. Someone managed to get his 9F onto the roofs there. Not quite sure how he managed that one, but as he tumbles off, the Audi decides it's going to park on the rear, but that's quite an impressive parking job. I will give him that. It does eventually flop over, but yeah, that's quite impressive. And finally, we have RINKO Yamato. This is my favourite clip I think I've seen so far. He's calling it his car, but keep an eye on the red Mercedes. He decided he didn't quite like that parking spot. This is an AI car. Didn't really fancy that particular parking spot. He's having a look around, maybe trying to find another parking spot. Nope. And these just going off where these straight into the sea. He was so disappointed at not finding his favourite parking spot. It's straight. Why would it ever be coded to go over there? I don't know. But yeah, the Mercedes is off into the water, and yeah, I really do quite like that clip. But that is it for this week's FailRace episode. If you have clips you would like to submit to this series, then you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page, there is a FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit clips. But that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and until next time, goodbye.